Welcome to Rocky Broad Solar, where we're harvesting the sun from the shadows of Appalachia. On today's episode, we're going to go through installing the SolaTrim critter guard on our existing array. Let's get into it. So what a lot of people don't know is a lot of critters can get under your solar panels and maybe make themselves a nice little home in there in certain scenarios. In a situation where you've got a lot of tree cover around your house and branches are really close to your roof, squirrels can get up those trees and hop onto the roof. Some of them will even climb up the gutters or porches or whatever. And you know, that can look like a nice little place to make a home for a critter, especially in the wintertime or in areas where it's not super hot. You'll have critters coming up in there, dragging a bunch of debris and stuff up under the panels, making a little nest. And squirrels are really like a form of a rodent, right? They love chewing on wires and chewing on nuts and things like that. And it's pretty common in the industry to have squirrels getting up under the array and gnawing on a bunch of wires, and that causes ground faults and shorts. And right, if you're hiring a professional to do this stuff, fixing that kind of mess can add quite a bit of cost to your system. And if you're a DIYer, it's just a pain in the butt that you really don't want to have to deal with coming up here a couple years after you installed your system to repair a bunch of chewed up wires. So there's a lot of different critter guards on the market today for solar panels, but what makes the SolaTrim a bit unique is that it's nice and rigid steel so that, you know, critters aren't going to be able to work their way under there. It looks really aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. The reason why I put this in personally was for the look. Anybody that's watched my series in the past knows how I was kind of pretty upset that I bought that silver mill aluminum rail rather than the black rail, and kind of seeing that silver the silver feet and the silver racking up under my nice black panels. I just didn't like the look of it. That is why I prefer black racking, but in this case I put in this nice black critter guard, and that kind of hid all that racking from view, and I just really think it gives it a nice complete look. It just really makes the system look much better in my opinion. And hey, this is on the front of my home, it's facing the road. When people come up to your home, you know, they get that first impression. I just want it to look nice. I'm in the middle of still renovating the rest of my home, and I really do care about the way the system looks and the way my home looks. As always, if you're interested in buying SolaTrim for your home, I'm going to go ahead and drop some affiliate links down in the description below, as well as a coupon code where you can save a little bit of extra money on top of any other deals going on at this time. Let's get back into it. All right, so a few things to note here. You want to clean all of the solar panel edges before you apply your SolaTrim. So they give you this nice pack of wipes. That's super critical to make sure the adhesive adheres well. We want to, of course, measure all of the surfaces, measure the distance off of the roof from the top edge of the solar panels. We're going to trim each SolaTrim panel with some shears to fit that specific measurement. We're going to go ahead and dry fit it first, make sure everything fits before we remove the backing from the adhesive. Then we're going to go ahead and remove the adhesive, apply the SolaTrim to the edge of the panels, and we're going to hit it with a J roller. Now this SolaTrim comes in a couple different dimensions. I think it's 4.5 inch and 5.5 inch. Around most of my array, I could have gotten away with the 4.5 inch, but I do have some saggy areas in my roof, and where I tried my best to level the array, I've got some gaps closer to that 5.5 inch mark. So I am going to have to do a little bit of extra cutting, but I think it's going to be worth it to make sure that this does go from the top edge of the panels to the roof surface. Also, due to that saggy roof, you know, it's going to be a little funny cutting all of this to fit. Now, the SolaTrim does not have to come in contact with the roof surface. They say like a 1/4 inch to an 1/8 inch gap is pretty acceptable between the bottom edge, the cut edge of the SolaTrim, and the roof surface. Hey, DIY solar is not for everyone. This stuff is complex, it's difficult. If you're just looking to hire a professional to install solar and storage on your home, go down in that description below. Check out our Rocky Broad Solar intake form. It just takes a few minutes to fill out some questions about your specific scenario. We'll get back to you within a few days with a zero cost, pressure-free quote. Let's get back into it. Hey, DIY solar is difficult. If you're a homeowner thinking about doing this stuff yourself and you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed and not really sure where to start, go to rockybroadsolar.com. I left a link down in the description below. You can check out our ultimate DIY guide that really helps DIYers pick the right equipment for their specific scenario and budget. Gives a lot of tips and tricks on how to do it in a code compliant manner, in a way that's going to get you inspected, it's going to be safe, and it's going to work for years to come. For anyone that's already checked out that guide in the past, you might want to check again. I've been putting in a lot of time and effort on this thing. It's been completely reconfigured. It's got a complete facelift. You got a little interactive tool where you can now put in your budget and your scenario options, whether you're going for a permit, whether you're doing it kind of off the radar from your local AHD, and it's going to really kind of give you a more customized, more easy to read format to really kind of help out. Really excited about where this thing is going, and I'm going to continue to iterate on this thing in the weeks and months to come to build it out to be much more comprehensive in nature. All right, so here I am almost at the end of the installation here, and I've realized I've been doing the corners incorrectly. So I'm gonna have to give all the credit to Eric over there at East Texas Homestead. He beat me to this. I had almost halfway through the project and sat down one night. I like to check out a lot of other people in the Spaces channels. I watch his quite a bit. And he put out a SolaTrim video just recently, and then he clearly read the directions a little better than I did. So basically what you're trying to do is, if you've got a corner, you're trying to bend the corner on one of these pre-crimped seams, and then you're cutting the ends to match the length that you need. And that way it gives it a nice straight corner, a nice solid corner, because when you try to bend this area around the corner, it just gets all crumpled and you don't get a nice straight line, nice clean look. So basically what we're gonna do here, we're gonna bend it right on this seam. I'm gonna go ahead and just put it here. Bend this, nice right angle. Kind of measure that up, and I'm going to cut this to length. Mark my end clamp. We're going to cut that off, and that should fit in there. It'll be a nice straight solid seam. It's unfortunate that the best seam I've got is up here in the top corner where nobody's ever going to see it other than you all. But hey, the other corners don't really look that bad, but I do wish, looking back, that I had installed it correctly and had these nice straight corners along the edges. I think it would just look a little bit more clean. Yeah, that corner definitely looks a little bit better than all the others, but hey, you live and you learn. Okay, I'm really liking the way this turned out. Not only do I not have to worry about any critters getting under the solar array, but I think it just gives it a really nice, clean, finished look. I no longer see a bunch of silver rails sticking out from under the array there. I just think it looks so much better. Really glad that I took this project on. Now, if I just replace the gutters, get a fresh coat of paint on this thing, and get a nice black storm door on the front, we'll be looking a lot better. Thanks for watching. Well, everyone, that's pretty much all we've got for you today. As always, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Till next time, take care.